Hey guys, Eataway here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to bring you guys the best 100k team on FIFA 20 in my opinion. Now for those of you who don't know how this series works, I go ahead and build 5 teams for a specific budget, try them all out and bring you guys a video on the best one, and this team is very good for the price. It's actually the best team I've probably used this year, and I have used more expensive teams, but my record with this team is insane. I played 5 games with the team, I won 4 of them, and I lost 1. So for me, that is pretty good, given I'm not the best at FIFA 20. Hope you guys do enjoy using this team. If you do, go ahead and try it out. Let me know down below if you do. Leave a like if you do enjoy the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And without further ado, let's go on into it. Starting off in goal in this 4-3-2-1 formation, I've gone with the Sergio Centeno. Really nice stats all across the board, all the right attributes you want in the right areas, and a really cheap player as well, under 1,000 coins, so you can't really ask for much more. You can use any Spanish keeper of your choice from La Liga. He's one of the best, and I'd recommend trying him out. Now moving on up into the defence, in a left back, I've gone with Wendell from Bayer Leverkusen. This guy always tends to be a bit of a cheap beast on Ultimate Team, and this year is no different. He's got some really nice stats both defensively and going forwards. He's fast, and he's got 4-star skill moves as well, and for a player that's only going to set you back about 3 or 4k, you can't really ask for much more. I've then gone with his compatriot Felipe, a new signing for Atletico Madrid. Really good card this year. He's actually one of my favourite defenders I've used. Don't be put off by the lack of pace. It isn't that important, especially for defenders this year. The most important attributes you want to look out for are height, strength, and obviously the physical stat, and defending ability as well. And he's got all of those attributes you want. He's so good defensively. Having players who have that high defending stat is really important because it allows you to make more consistent tackles, win the ball back more regularly, and with defending being such an integral part of the gameplay this year, players like Felipe are so good. And he's got 87 physical, which is crazy. So he's such a physical presence in your defence, very strong. He's got good defending too at 84, and he is 6'3", and the medium high work rates really help him out too. Just means he sits back and makes your defence very hard to break down. Now when I use a slightly slower defender, I like having a quicker player next to them, and that is exactly what Mario Hermoso is. He's got 79 pace, which is great, one of the fastest centre backs on the game, and he's got good stats as all round really. As you can see there, 72 passing and 71 dribbling is very good for a centre back, so he's comfortable on the ball, he can play it out from the back, and he's got decent defending and physical too. Don't be put off by the fact he's only 6 foot tall. He's got really high jumping, which makes up for that. And anyway, crossing and heading really isn't that effective this year. I haven't conceded any headers that I can think of across the entirety of FIFA 20. I did in fact score 1 though using this team, and that was with Felipe. And then completing the defence, in a right back, I've gone with Malqui from Napoli. This guy's kind of like a new cheap beast to FIFA 20. No one really used him in previous FIFAs because he was a non-rare, but he's had a nice boost now, and this card is very good. He's got 85 pace and good stats both defensively and going forwards all round, and again a fairly inexpensive player, very similar to Wendell. He's about 4k or so, and that completes the defence. You've got 2 fullbacks who are very good both defensively and going forwards, and you've got a great combo of centre backs with one that's very tall and strong and can just sit back and break up the play, and one who's a little bit quicker. If you do get caught out, he can track back, and he's also really good on the ball. And then behind them you've got a very good keeper. Moving into the midfield, in the left centre mid position, I've gone with, I'd say, the star man in the team, and that is GORETZKA. He is going to set you back quite a substantial proportion of your team's budget. He's about 35k or so, but I think he is completely worth it. He's hands down the best midfielder I've used this year. He's so good both defensively and going forwards. He's just all over the place. If you want him to score goals, he will do that. He's going to create chances, he's going to get assists, but he also gets back, he breaks up the play and really helps out defensively. Just the perfect kind of box-to-box midfielder. He does everything you want. I've then gone with Emery Chan. Very good as your more defensive-minded option. He's tall, he's got great physical at 84, he's got 81 defending as well, he's quite good on the ball, and if you set him to drop in between defenders, he's going to just sit in front of your defence, and it makes it very hard to break down. Defending, as I've said, is very important this year, and that specific player instruction is really effective, especially when you've got someone who has the stats that would suit a centre-back like Chan. Good pace, and then very good defending and physical and decent height. And then complete the midfield, I've gone with Rabiot, a very similar player to GORETZKA. I like having box-to-box players rather than more attacking-minded midfielders, especially in a formation like this, because it means if you want to go more defensive, they can drop back, and it means you've effectively got kind of like a back 8, which is going to be really hard to break down. But then going forwards, they obviously also offer a fair amount of support there as well. But he's got very similar stats. He's really tall, he's strong, good on the ball, and all round you have a very tall midfield here, and they're all really strong too, so you can't really ask for much more. it's going to make it really hard to break down. And I think the midfield is the main kind of component of this team. It's what makes it tick. Very, very good all round. You've just got players who, no matter where they are going to be doing a good job. If they're in the penalty area, you can rely on them to score goals. If they're getting back defensively, you can rely on them to do what you want there. So that completes the midfield. Very, very good. Very, very well balanced. Exactly what you want. Completing the team, we've of course got the front three. In the left forward position, I've gone with Ivan Perisic from Bayern Munich, a new signing for them, and such a good card, and very undervalued, I think, as well. He's only like 13 or 14k and has some very, very nice stats. He's got 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills, which is always great. Good pace, good shooting, good dribbling, really good physical for a winger as well. That's quite rare to find, and he's got good passing. He's also fairly tall, so he can win those back post headers. He really is like the complete package for a winger. He's got everything you want, apart from maybe the 5-star skill moves, and he just plays very, very well in that forward position. I think that's the best role for him because he's going to get a lot of chances. He will actually get probably more chances, I'd say, than your striker. In a formation like this, the left and right forward really get involved in the play, and they're basically your strikers. So having a player like Perisic, who's got that physical ability, who's fairly tall as well, it really does help out. Then on the right wing, I've gone with the Lozano, one of the best players hands down I've used this year. He's so good. He's got 93 pace, which is crazy. Very good dribbling, good agility and balance, which is a really important attribute this year. Having that combination of stats tends to be very, very good. If you've got a player who's got good pace especially, and then good agility and balance and good dribbling, maybe some skills on the side, you've got a very, very good player who's very potent going forwards, and that's exactly what Lozano is, an absolute handful for defenders and a decent finisher as well. He scores a lot of goals. I think he was the second top scorer in this team, I think level with Perisic, but the top scorer hands down was Rebic. This guy scored, I believe, 7 goals in 5 games and got 5 assists as well. He was so good, and he's only like 5 or 6k. He's got some crazy stats: 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills. I believe he's 6 foot tall, and he's got 88 pace, 80 shooting, 81 physical, and then decent passing and dribbling as well. All round like the complete package for a striker. He does everything you want. He's fast, good on the ball, he's strong, he's got good dribbling ability, he's got the skills, he's good in the air. All round, such a good player, and I would definitely recommend trying him out. He's probably the best player I've used this year, and my main team is worth like 300 or 400k. It has players like some of the ones on the bench down here, like Dybala, for example, and I prefer Rebic to Dybala. He has a much better goals per game ratio. He gets more assists as well. He's just all round better. And this team here is actually better than my team that costs a lot more. My record with this team is better. I've been scoring more goals, and all round I really cannot recommend it enough. It's a very good team. Defensively, you've got great players here. The 2 fullbacks get forwards, but they also get back and help out as you'd want them to. 2 centre-backs are very good, great keeper. The thing that makes the team is the midfield. It's so well balanced. Every single player is good, both defensively and going forwards, and they've got a lot of strength and height. Everyone is over 6 foot tall. I believe 6'3" for Rabiot and like 6'2" for Goretzka. So you have a lot of height there. So you really do dominate the midfield. It's very physical. And then going forwards, 2 wingers who will get you so many goals. I tend to find, as I said, in this formation, the left and right forward score a lot of goals and get a lot of assists because they almost kind of act as strikers, whereas your actual striker drops back a little bit more and is almost kind of like, I'd say, the Firmino role for Liverpool, the player that creates a lot of chances. And I think Rebic did get like 5 or 6 assists, which goes to show that, but he also managed to chip in with a lot of goals along the way as well. But I would definitely recommend this team. It may have even dropped, like we had quite a big market crash tonight with the full release of the game, so it may be closer to like 85 to 90k. I saw a few players here and there like Goretzka had dropped down, so you may be able to get this team a little bit cheaper. If that is the case and you want to get this up to 100k, you could bring in Adair Militao in your defence right here instead of Felipe, and then you could use someone like Nacho Fernandez in the right centre-back position, and you'd be good to go. That would still be like a 100k team. There are a few other upgrades you could probably make here and there. You could use you could actually use someone like Schultz, for example, or even Alaba in at left back, and then you could go ahead and use like maybe Adan. You could even use Oblak, an Atletico Madrid option there. You've got a few different players you can bring in and out of the team, of course, but this is just kind of a good template, and I would definitely recommend you guys trying it out. I've used this team now, I said, for like 5 or 6 games in divisions, won 4 of them. It was a lot of fun, scored loads and loads of goals. And because of that, I would definitely recommend this team to you guys if you're looking for a good kind of starter team. Maybe not necessarily a star team, but a team to work towards maybe for the first weekend league, or if you're putting some money into the game. I think it's a very attainable starter squad for you guys too. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I am at uni, as you can probably tell by the background, it is a little bit different, but if you're wondering, I am at uni now at Leeds. So because of that, I'm not uploading every single day. I'm trying to, and right now it's nearly midnight. It's my third video I've recorded tonight. I'm getting a load of videos scheduled ahead of time because obviously I've got work and I've been going out quite often. Well, literally every night this week, which is why I've not been able to upload that much. But yeah, taking a night off tonight so I can actually get some videos done. And I'll hopefully get those scheduled for the next few days. But yeah, hopefully you guys understand that. That's why I haven't been uploading as much as I'd like to. But I'll see you guys later. Take care.